Just return quickly to Sainsbury and ASDA. I think we'll have to call it ASDAbury from now on, that merger, because one of the big outstanding questions is what do you do with the two brands? Make all the shops Sainsbury, all ASDA, keep the two brands? Well, we're pretty sure they're going to keep the two brands. Kate Hardcastle is retail analyst at Insight with Passion, which does nothing but advise companies what to do with their retail brands. Kate, tricky sometimes to keep two brands, isn't it?
It is, particularly when they're so different, but we do say that opposites attract. There's a lot of benefit in terms of coupling up with somebody who offers different things to you, be that Sainsbury's prominence in the south or their prominence with more smaller convenient format stores, or ASDA's prominence in the north. And it's also a like-minded strategy in terms of non-food, which has been hugely successful for both of them. Sainsbury's and ASDA have, particularly with clothing, for instance, eaten away at brands like Marks and Spencer's in delivering a non-food and food offer for their customers. Online, though, social media has been quite heavy in terms of the complaints from customers already, in terms of the brand loyals to the Sainsbury's and the ASDA wanting no merge between.
Well, one of the takeaways from the recent recession after the financial crisis was that a lot of big retailers said, I think they're probably right, that people lost their loyalty to individual supermarkets. People no longer shopped only at Sainsbury's or only at ASDA. They were quite fickle. So in which case, do the brands really matter?
And that's really true. Lots of customers have found that fluidity has provided them with better value, and they're prepared to use very different brands to shop. And we've seen people using the extreme luxury and then the discounter brands to get the day-to-day bulk of their shop. What I think is really important is these brands have to make sure this transformation, if it does happen, has absolute ease for their customers. If they lose time in actually making the brands work together operationally, if they don't communicate and consult with their consumers, they may lose more customers than they need to when their other competition is going to be so strong. So that's so vital for customers who are that fluid.
Isn't just briefly, Kate, isn't the truth that the future for all these largely bricks and mortar retailers is pretty grim at the moment? It's just a slog to stand still, really.
Retail is incredibly tough. We know there are hard people working on the floors trying to do everything they can to retain customers, but with more and more pressure in terms of costs, we're seeing actually service isn't being delivered, people are moving online, and consumers are prepared to go wherever they're going to get the best value.
Thank you very much. Kate Hardcastle from Insight with Passion.